So children, now we are going to start the lesson 6 of your MCB English. Juan Bobo's pot. Juan Bobo ka bartan. So look at this picture. Did you notice that there are several silly things shown here? Lots of silly things. Dolphin is swimming in the pool. Yeah, see in this swimming pool. A dolphin is swimming. A dolphin doesn't live in a swimming pool. It lives in either the sea or the river. Lady has a honeycomb hairdo. Honeycomb hairdo. See, this lady has got a honeycomb like hairdo in which the bees are swarming around her. Plane is flapping its wings like a bird. So this plane is flapping its wings like a bird. And there are other silly things like two men are riding the same bicycle, and this man is riding a cycle with square tires, which usually doesn't happen. And this is a unicorn. You know what is a unicorn? It's a fictional character of fairy tales. It's like a horse and it has got a horn on its head. And this is riding a single wheel like they do in the circus. Here it is a garden in which these things won't happen. And then, so you have got, this man has got tires like football. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 things I have told you. Rest you can find for yourself. See, this cock is actually doing something with the broom, and the man is trying to feed him. And so all sorts of silly things are being shown in this picture. So let's read about Juan Bobo. Juan Bobo lived in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a country in South America. So this is a South American folk tale. Find out on the world map or in the globe where this country Puerto Rico is. Well, his name was Juan, but he was called Juan Bobo because he was sometimes quite silly. His name was actually Juan, but he was known as Juan Bobo because he was rather stupid at times. One day, Juan Bobo's mother invited friends for dinner. One day, Juan Bobo's mother called the friends for dinner. I'll make chicken stew, she said to Juan. Now, what is a stew? Actually, Juan is present as Juan. Right? Juan. The stew is a dish of meat and vegetables cooked slowly in liquid in a container that has a lid. तो एक covered बड़े से बर्तन में चिकन यानी चिकन दैट मुर्गा जो बनता है उसके साथ ही दूसरी वेजिटेबल्स होती हैं उन सबको एक साथ पकाया जाता है उसको स्ट्यू बोलते हैं she said to Juan Bobo. She had the chicken and she had the rice, but she didn't have a large enough pot. So she had everything, chicken, rice, everything, but she did not have a big pot to cook the stew. Juan Bobo, she said, go to your grandmother's house and borrow the biggest pot she has. Hurry so I can make my stew. क्या जाओ अपनी दादी के यहाँ और वहाँ से बोरो करो यानी उधार लेके आओ सबसे बड़ा बर्तन और जल्दी करो ताकि मैं अपना स्ट्यू बना सकूँ. So this is the house of Juan Bobo and he's going to get the pot up the hill at his grandmother's house. So he started. Why? Because Juan Bobo loved chicken stew. He used to love to eat chicken stew. He ran outside and up the hill towards his grandmother's house. भागा वो एकदम से बाहर जाके और पहाड़ के ऊपर जाने लगा. When he reached his grandmother's house, he went straight to the cupboard where she kept the pot. He lifted it up on his shoulder and called, Thank you, grandmother, before heading for home. So now this boy, when he reached his grandmother's house, he did not have the manners to greet her or take her permission to take the pot. He just went straight to the cupboard. He took the biggest pot and lifted it on his shoulder and then called back, Thank you, grandmother. And he started heading for home. So without her permission, he took the pot. This is the first silly thing which he did. Home wasn't far, but that pot was heavy and the day was hot. घर दूर नहीं था लेकिन pot बहुत भारी था दिन गर्म था. I think I'll rest a while. मैं सोचता हूँ थोड़ा a while means for some time I'll take rest. He said aloud. So he stopped and put that pot on the ground. ये रुक गया और pot को नीचे रख दिया ज़मीन पे. Suddenly he noticed those 3 legs. Now he saw that the pot had three legs in it. Two is here, you can see, and the one is on the other side. So pots usually have three legs so that they can be kept on the ground in a straight position. Otherwise, they'll tumble down here and there. So suddenly he noticed those three legs. Hey, he said, you have three legs and I have only two. Why should I carry you? उसने पॉट से बातें करनी शुरू कर दी as if it was a thing which was alive. Though it was an inanimate object, he started talking as if it was animate. He said, you have three legs, I have only two legs, so why should I carry you? You lazy pot, he said, why don't you walk on your own? अपने आप क्यों नहीं चलते? Lazy means आलसी. Come, we'll race to my house. But since I have just two legs and you have three, I'll take a head start. So he says, we'll race to my house and you walk on your own. अपने आप चलो. लेकिन मेरी तो दो ही टांगे हैं, तुम्हारी तीन है, तो मैं पहले चलूँगा, पहले आगे स्टार्ट कर दूँगा. The pot seemed to be staring back at him. तो पॉट तो बेचारा इनएनिमेट था, उसको लगा वो वापस उसको देख रहा है बिना किसी रिएक्शन के. It's easy. The house is just downhill and round the corner. Says it will be very easy race. House is just below the hill and round the corner means very close, he said, nodding at the pot. Nodding means move your head up and down. Right? He was sure it understood his directions. Oh, itna silly tha, he thought that the pot will understand what he's trying to say. So directions means instructions about how to do something, where to go, etc. Right? जो निर्देश दिए जाते हैं, ऐसा करो ऐसा करो. So he thought that the pot will understand what he's trying to say. I'm off, he said, and he began to race towards home. So he says, मैं चलता हूँ, भागता हूँ. और वो he started racing towards his home. When he reached the cottage, he rushed inside and said to his mother, did I get here first? When he reached his cottage, he rushed inside and asked his mother, have I reached here first? John Bobo's mother looked at her son's sweaty, flushed face and said, what are you talking about? Where is your grandmother's pot? So John Bobo's mother didn't understand what he was trying to say. So he looked at her son's sweaty, flushed face. Sweaty means pasine mein bhiga hua. Flushed means red face. And she asked him, what are you talking about? Where is the pot which I asked you to bring from your grandmother's house? Mother, John Babu said, very seriously, that pot has three strong legs and I have only two. So I told the pot I would race at home. He told the mother that the pot had three strong legs, I have only two legs. So I told the pot that we'll race at home. John Babu's mother shook her head. Oh, she shook her head. Oh, John Babu, don't you know pots can't walk on their own? Don't you know they can't walk? You go back and get that pot right now or you will have no stew at all. She asked him to just go and get that pot wherever he had left it, and so then only she would cook the stew and John Bobo would get the stew. John Bobo ran back up the hill and found the pot right where he had left it. So he rushed back and he found that the pot was lying where he had left it, because it was something which did not have life, and wherever you leave it, it will stay there unless someone takes it away. Lazy pot, he shouted. I'll see about that. Now I'm in trouble with my mother and I may not have dinner tonight. Now I'm having a problem with my mother. She's scolding me and I will not have dinner tonight. I might not have dinner tonight. You have one more chance. Get going down the hill. Says, I'll give you another chance and you better go down the hill. Even now he didn't want to carry it. Naturally the pot just sat there staring at poor John Babu. So naturally the pot wouldn't react. He felt as if he was staring back, and this made the boy angry, and so he got angry. So John Babu kicked the pot. It tipped over on its side and began to roll down the hill. So उसने उसको kick कर दिया, and the pot tilted. Tipped means tilted, वो थोड़ा सा टेढ़ा हो गया और moved so that one end or side was higher than the other. So it moved in such a way that one end became higher than the other and it started rolling down the hill. वो लुढ़कने लगा पहाड़ के ऊपर. That's right, John Babu cried, overjoyed. Overjoyed means very happy. So he cried with happiness that at last the pot was on its way home. At last the pot was going home. And so the pot and Joan Bobo reached home. अब दोनों घर पहुंच गए. Joan Bobo was very happy that night as he ate that delicious chicken stew his mother had cooked inside that pot. So that night Bobo was very happy when he was eating that delicious, means very tasty chicken stew which his mother had cooked inside that pot. In the morning his mother said, "Now John Bobo, take the pot back to your grandmother's house." Now mother asked him to take the pot back from where he had got it, from the grandmother's house. John Bobo looked at the pot and saw that it still had 3 legs, and even though he was full with the chicken, with the delicious chicken stew, he still had only 2 legs. So again John Bobo looked at the pot and found that it had 3 legs, and although John Bobo had eaten the chicken stew, he still had 2 legs. So, but John Bobo's heart was kind, and he knew the pot had worked hard all night cooking stew. So John Bobo was a kind-hearted boy, and he knew that the pot has been working all night so that the chicken stew could be cooked the previous night. So he picked up the pot and carried it on his shoulder up the hill. So now this time he did not ask the pot to go on its own. He carried the pot on his shoulder and started walking up the hill to give it back to his grandmother. But as they walked, he said, but even now he hasn't understood that the pots cannot talk or walk or listen or do whatever is being said to them. "Next time you'll walk back home on your own, my friend," he says. "Next time when I bring you, you have to walk on your own." So it is adapted from a Puerto Rican folk tale. folk tale होती है ना जो गाँव में एक से दूसरे दूसरे से तीसरे को सुनाई देती है. So just send you the question answers. Here you have to number them according to the incidents which took place. Please number them by pausing. And then John is called Bobo because he was silly. Here are a few statements about what John does in the story. Which of these are silly? Tick them. जो मूर्खतापूर्ण काम थे उसको टिक करना है. तो ये 2 मूर्खतापूर्ण काम उसने किए, और ये भी उसने मूर्खता की, उसको किक किया, और बिना दादी से पूछे पॉट उठा लाया. ये दैट वाज आल्सो सिली थिंग. Did you like John Bobo? No, because he was a stupid boy. John, so this is a conversation between John and the pot. So suppose the pot is talking. When you can stand, you can also run. He says, "No, I cannot. My legs cannot move." ये pot कह रहा है. अब there are homophones. Homophones क्या होते हैं? Words. सुनाई तो एक से देते हैं मगर मतलब उनके अलग अलग होते हैं. The words which sound alike are called homophones. Homo means similar. Phone means sound. These words have different meaning and spellings. Spellings भी different होती हैं, meaning भी different होती हैं. जैसे the hen ate 8 worms. खाए उसने 8 worms. How can I see my right eye with my left eye? मैं कैसे देख सकता हूँ अपनी दाई आँख को बाई आँख से? मतलब he said to the little bee, "Be a good bee." अच्छी एक मधुमक्खी बनो. Baby bear forgot to wear his shoes, so he went out barefoot. Bear होता है भालू का बच्चा, baby bear. Barefoot means बिना कुछ पहने, shoes बिना पहने हुए नंगे पैर जाना, तो उसको barefooted बोलते हैं. Bear and bear sound the same, but they have different meanings as well as spellings. Now, what is the use of was and were? Was and were are used in the past tense, something which has happened in the past. And we use was with I was. And if there are more than one person, then it will be were. With I and he and she, you will use was. And with more than one people, they were. तो वहाँ पे WERE were आएगा. और यू के साथ भी वर आएगा, यू के साथ वॉज नहीं आएगा, ऑल्दो इट इज सिंगुलर. You were going to the market. So like this. So here you study these sentences. First person is that when we talk about our own self, I, we, etc. So if it is singular, then it will be I was late. Plural, we were late. I wasn't late. If I was not short form, I was WASN apostrophe T. This is a short form of was not. And the short form of were not is WEREN apostrophe T. Weren't late. Was I late? Were we late? So first is the statement, second is a negative statement, and third is a question sentence. A sentence which is interrogative कहते हैं उसको, interrogative, right? So ask something. Second person में when you talk about you, you were late and you weren't late, or were you late? So for plural also the same things will be used, no difference. Third person is if you talk about someone else, some other people, place or things. He, she or it was late, yet they were late. More than one, were, and they, or then make it a negative sentence like he, she, it wasn't late, they weren't late, was he, she, it late, were they late? This is the interrogative sentence. So hero is a smart dog. Read what he says about his present and his past and cross out the wrong verb form in the bracket. So I have done this for you. Please do it, right? Send you the photograph also. And we come to fill in the blanks with was, wasn't, were or weren't. So this also I will send you. Please fill up the blanks in your book. Then what is punctuation? You use question mark, exclamation mark and full stop. So here you have to do certain sentences. You have to add a question mark, full stop, and then exclamation mark, just a full stop and question mark, etc. Now we'll talk about writing thank you notes. So read these thank you notes. First is written to grandmother, and the other one you put the date and the year, and then you address the person whom you're writing to. It could be anyone, your grandma, grandpa, mother, father, brother, aunt, uncle, anyone, or your friend or any relative. So that's how you write. If you want to a little bit more elaborate, you want to write a little more, so you can do that also. Last में you write yours affectionately, your love, Koyal, etc. So here you have to do this yourself. Kareem's grandfather comes to the park every day. He tells exciting stories to the children who play there. After playing, children surround him to hear stories of brave men and women, monkeys and lions, cars and airplanes. You are one of the children who love his stories. So write an interesting thank you note to Kareem's grandfather. Thank him for taking out the time to tell you stories every day. So you can use these words. Do this yourself. So if somebody has done something wrong, I'm sorry Dave, I broke your toy car. That's alright, Kushi, it was an old toy. Or excuse me for coming late, I was helping my mother. Never mind, we have just started the game. Join in. So when you want to ask sorry, either you say sorry or you say excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Then she says it's alright. Please forgive me for. Never mind, and don't worry about it. Excuse me for. Oh, I understand. So these are some of the terms which generally are used in a manner so that you talk nicely to others. Okay. So this has finished your first term syllabus. Now out of these lessons, a question paper will be given to you. First, you will get a test of 20 marks and then a question paper of 80 marks in the last week of September. You will give all the exams, so including that, English will be given. From literature reader, you will get questions of 20 marks, from MCV questions of 20 marks, and grammar will be of 40 marks. So, best of luck, children.